Okay, so today I'll show you guys how to actually set up the route draft. So first step, select your profit center. Put your password in here, the password that you send you guys. If you are a carrier, you can just click in here and put your carrier key. Okay, so from here you can confirm your profit center. You can see the race briefing, which has like the basics of the how to actually run this. You can also see if there is like previous data that you need to actually clean up before restart a new draft. So just click reset draft. Okay, the data was completely reset, so now we can start actually uploading the new files. So first of all, the manifest. Okay, 27 routes added. Now we can upload the carrier ranking. The carrier ranking, we can click on this button right here, ranking. And from this Power BI dashboard, we can select the profit centers and click on the export data. So you just select this part right here, which has all the details. Select your profit center in here, select the dates that you want to use. Usually the last 7 days are used to do that, but you can choose. Hit the 3 dots, click export data, don't change anything, just hit export. I already have the data that I needed, so I won't do that right now. So I'll just go to the next step, which is upload ranking data. So this is the data that I want. Upload. Okay, 5 carriers uploaded. Now the step 3 is to manage the routes, so I can add some notes to the carriers, like area information and stuff like that. I'll just save it. Okay, PC notes are saved. Now I can also delete some routes if I want to, so I'll delete those 3, like 6, 7, and 8. Okay, successful delete 3 routes, and we can see that they are no longer here. Now we can go to the column visibility. This is this is where you choose which columns will be displayed to the carrier on the summary of the routes. So they will have like 2 columns. One of them will be the summary, and one of them will have all the details. So you can choose here which columns will be shown on the details. So for the step 4, we have to actually add the quotas that we have for each carrier. So for this one, let's assume that this guy will have 12, this guy will have none, because we know that he's not running for today, for example. We can hit save. Okay, quotas are saved. And if we have another carrier that is not on this table, we can click here and add him. In this example, all the carriers are here, so there is no more carriers to add. Now for the step 5, we can see the summary of the draft. So for example, we can see that we have more quotas than routes, which is good, because there will be no routes left. And we can choose the date that we want to start the draft. So in this case, I'll pick like a minute from now, for example, and I would choose how many minutes each carrier will have to pick the routes, and I can hit save. If you actually want to start now, just choose like the current time, and you're good to go. The notify by email function is not available for now, but it will be soon available. So whenever you schedule a draft, if you hit the notify by email button, all the carriers will be notified with their timing, how many quotas they have, and how many routes there are available. So now you can see here that each of the carriers have like a time specified to begin the draft. And we can actually wait for them to pick and see the results. Okay, now if we refresh the status, we can see what is the current results. So we can see the 4 routes were already picked, and 2 of them were picked by Trends deliveries, and 2 of them was picked by Live Fast Shipping, and the drivers' names as well. So if we scroll down here, scroll up, we can see which routes were already picked and which routes are still available. And if the carriers run out of pickets, they will see then strike through the same way as we can see this one. So if the draft is ended, we can just click end race and the carriers won't be allowed to pick anymore. And they will see a message saying that the draft has ended when they refresh their screen. And now we can just go to the last step, which is to export today's results. And we can see the and on this file right here we have all the information like the routes, the carriers, which time they pick the routes, what is the driver name, and also the nodes and stuff like that. So you can use this to input the data into Canoe. Not directly the Excel file, but you can use this information to manually add the date into Canoe. So we also have past histories, so we can choose if you want to see a history of how was the draft yesterday, for example. We can just click here, click on view history, we can export those results. You can also expand this card right here to check information of the carriers, for example the carriers passwords, emails and cell phones. So I guess that's all guys, so thank you very much and let us know if you have any doubts or any issues running the draft, and please provide us feedback on those. Okay, see you.